embrace each other, whether you're black or white or young and old. We're dealing with a white supremacist who would hurt the wife of Marion Berry, the widow, post something that would make her cry and say, why? After all the great things my husband has done, while he's buried in the ground, people continue to spit on him, spit on his grave, and don't talk about U Street, where he developed it, and because of what he did, Andpizza is here.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Talk about
he
that.
He was the one that had the vision to put that building on the corner with people like Jack Evans, who's here today, who supported it. All right? He was the one who gave us DC summer jobs.
Yes, sir.
Where hundreds of thousands of children got their experience with working and have moved on to do so many great things in this community. He was the one who opened the doors for the Million Man March, where millions of black men came together, and this brother from Baltimore who called in on WOL this morning when I was talking and said, I have to come from Baltimore because of what Marion Berry not only has done for DC, but for the country, because without Marion Berry, we would not have been motivated to do what we have done. All right, so with that being said, Steve Salas, we're here to let you know. We know you have hundreds of millions of dollars behind you. We looked you up. But so did the Metro PCS owner. Right down the street, right? He didn't budge initially either. We just want you to know that we're coming as a united front. This ain't one person. This ain't two persons. This not black. This not white. This is Washington, D.C. And we're here to tell you, not in D.C., all right? Now, you took slang from the past where we used to take the knots and bag up cocaine, right? That's what this is all about, y'all. And then you came up with a poisonous recipe of sugar to give our people another drug, right? A lot of sugar and powder. And not only that, when you think about this drug, how many people are addicted to it who are fighting addiction. I know I have people in my family fighting it and died from it, right? When you think about the drugs that people are dying from in DC, and he's making a mockery of it, like, who does that? We're here to say that we're not going to tolerate this, and I'm going to pass the mic on so others can speak about this and this caste system, the caste system that we're addressing today, because it's bigger than him. He wouldn't do this if he didn't think people had his back.
That's right.
He would not do this if he didn't think people had his back. So we're dealing with a system that we have to continue to crush until we win. And we cannot do this without a united front. So without further ado, I will let, like I say, it's partners here. This is not a Ronald Moulton thing. It's not a Don't Mute DC thing. It's the We the People thing, all right? So I want to bring up other people, and I want to make sure we have our two young people speak before I leave Lil Chris from TOB and Jatar Freeman when she gets here, because one of the things that we're going to do next week, we're going to be doing online Zooms, teaching our people, educating them why we have to come together, understand the economic power we have when we do not use our dollars to support people like this. Because sometimes when you come out the club on U Street, you're hungry, right? And the quickest thing to get is a piece of pizza. But we got a lot of people who have some good pizza who are not racist. We have a lot of people who have good pizza who love us. We have a lot of people who have good pizza, right? Do not force their staff to get tattoos on their arm like they're a cult. All right, so we can go on and on about this guy, but I'm gonna leave it there. So without further ado, Sister Nene from Harriet's Wildest Dreams. Now y'all know Harriet was a bold sister, and this is a bold sister right here. So I'm gonna bring her up, and we're gonna keep the party rolling because we just getting started. This Friday, this place will never be the same. I will tell y'all this. We calling on everybody who benefited from Marion Berry to be here. Everybody. Because we got to send a message throughout the world that this must stop at a time when we about to have an election where you have a person who magnifies the voice of a guy like this. He thinks that he is okay. And we got to make a statement, not just here, but at the polls, y'all. Peace and love.
Not in D.C.
Not in D.C.
If you got a phone, and I need you to put it out, @Andpizza, hashtag KNOT in DC, period.
Period.
So, as Ron said, my name is Nene Ted. I'm Executive Director of Her Wildest Dreams, a black-led organization fighting for the empowerment and liberation of black people. And I do this work on the ancestors of Marion Berry. Because I'm a DC native born and raised in the projects in Southeast. Marion Berry gave me my first job at the age of 14, and I never stopped working, and I didn't become a product of my environment. And the projects on 37 started terrorists in Southeast because Marion Berry believed in me. And from that day on, I've never stopped working. And I do this work on the shoulders of Marion Berry. So how dare Andpizza think that they gonna make a mockery of the man who gave me a chance? That's dead. I'm gonna keep it short, and I wrote my speech because y'all know we radical, we revolutionary. So I gotta stand in alignment. But when this Hers Dreams by its own, Mike, you in trouble. Hers Wildest Dreams is in full solidarity with the Black Washingtonian leaders, community members that have condemned the strongest possible terms at Pizza used on racist language, represent the imaginary in this promotion, the new dessert, Marion Berry, he said with an E, Knots. Name playing off our DC mayor for life and civil rights leader, Marion Berry, is reckless. Did you hear me? That's reckless. To medify drug use, flagrantly mock the efforts of drug criminalization and racial policing in the district, and shamelessly malign in the legacy of our beloved mayor will not be tolerated, period. And mind y'all, this is all in the name of profit. This is in the name of profit. We are outraged that Andpizza ought to land such a racist, inflammatory campaign. We will not tolerate it. The circulation of racist tropes in promoting material that circulate in our neighborhoods and city, that most particularly in venues that serve the youngest members in our nation. This is where our young people come. And they know no better because we got to educate them. We have to educate them. When we knock on this door, when we got a brother, he told me a DC native, protect property over the wellness of our people, it's a problem. So it's our duty to educate them. So for Hers Wildest Dreams, we got today's pizza showing up any minute. We giving out today's pizza, a black DC native pizza store that's for us. Stay out of theirs. Stay out theirs. Support your own. Stay out your stores like this and support your own. So, Hers Dreams and Today's Pizza, we got partnership. And I challenge any black person that work for Andpizza, holler at Hers Dreams, I got your pay for today. For the whole weekend, you give me your schedule, Hers Wildest Dreams gonna pay you and educate you to let you know why you should not be selling knots, Marion Berry knots. So as I pay you, I'm gonna educate you why this white man is playing enslavement games on you. So with that being said, I want y'all to join us, follow Hers Dreams, because we're gonna be in these streets, and we are determined to shut him down. Shut Andpizza down. Boycott Andpizza until he do what's right for the true black community in Washington, D.C. And I'm going to pass the mic. Not in D.C. Not in D.C. Not in D.C. Not in D.C. Not in D.C.
Not in D.C.
Ashe.
Next, we have Reverend Tony Lee, my Reverend, from the Community of Hope Church.
My brothers and my sisters, my honor and privilege to be here. I am the Reverend Tony Lee, the pastor of the Community of Hope AME Church. And I literally have come just to ask you all to help us join the choir. What do I mean join the choir? I mean that there are times in which people feel they have so much influence and so much resources that they do not have to worry about what individuals think or mean or matter. That we've come to a place in which there is someone who has felt that for profits they can sit and be disrespectful to the life and the legacy of someone who really cared for people. And so we've come here today to ask you to join the choir. That on this Friday at 7 o'clock, we want you to come on out and be a part of this boycott and along this journey along this boycott. It's not just me asking it. I've been reaching out to the whole faith community. I'm grateful that I've been given permission by Bishop Reggie Jackson, Bishop Reginald Jackson, the Bishop of the 2nd Episcopal District, who has said the 2nd Episcopal District of the AME Church is behind this boycott and will be supporting the boycott of Andpizza. In other words, every AME church in the Washington area, every AME church from Maryland all the way to North Carolina is aligning themselves with this boycott to let you all know the faith community is in this, because you cannot disrespect our leaders, you cannot disrespect and spit on the grave of the great Marion Berry. That is not to be tolerated, and that is inexcusable, it is inhumane, and it is unjust. And we come today to stand for justice. We come today to stand for peace. And so I'm asking you all, everybody, to join us this Friday, 7 o'clock, right here on U Street, to be a part of this choir as we sing a song of justice, as we sing a song of freedom, as we sing a song of peace, as we sing a song of solidarity. God bless you, and I need us to sing the song, Not in D.C., until it rains down from heaven and until we shut this place down. What people understand is economic power. If they're trying to make money off of the legacy of our dear brother, then we're going to shut them down and show them what it means to be able to play in our face. You will not play in our face and think we're going to get it and think it's going to be all right with us. But as faith community, we're coming together, lining arm in arm with Go-Go community, with Harriet's Wildest Dreams, with the music, with the folks of this region to say, come on, let us join this great choir, and we shall be able to see freedom, and we shall be able to see justice in our land. God bless you, and I love you.
Not in D.C.
Next. Not in D.C.
Not in D.C.
Not in D.C.
Not in D.C.
Next we'll have Ward 8 Council Member Trayon White.
That's right. That's right.
Today is a critical day for us in the nation's capital, because far too long, those who have led us, cared for us, and gave us opportunities are being marginalized and disrespected. Today, we stand in solidarity against Andpizza for what he's trying to do in the spirit of a prophet. What you may not know is Marion Berry means a lot to a lot of people. For over 4 generations, Marion Berry have given people opportunity. And as a result, he created now, which is Reverend Lee, the richest black county in America, in Prince George's County. He gave people hope who didn't feel hope. He gave people a backbone who was afraid. He gave people jobs who were jobless. He gave people housing who was homeless. And so for us, in Washington, D.C., we ask for everybody to stand in solidarity for Marion Berry because he stood for us. What you may not know is that in 1968, there was a riot right here on this street in which a lot of businesses were burned down, broken windows, this whole area was dismantled. It's because the leadership of our mayor for life, Mayor Marion Berry, that we have a strong city in our nation. And what we're not going to tolerate is the utter disrespect of those who come in and feel like we don't matter. This is our city. When I think about Marion Berry, we hear about the job opportunities. You heard everybody say, Marion Berry gave me my first summer job. But Marion Berry created millionaires and billionaires with his leadership by giving people not a handout, but a hand up. And we all just didn't get here by osmosis. Somebody helped us get here. And so when I saw the advertisement of Andpizza, it was nothing but disrespect. it sent a shock and thrill to my soul because I knew if Marion Berry was here, it'd be 10,000 people out here. But somehow we have allowed people to disrespect black people over and over again. You can't go to no other ethnic group and disrespect their leader like that. And so we have to stand up and say that we love each other and stand in the gap for what's right. And so today, what's his name? Mike Burns? Yeah. Mike Burns, we send a message to you. We're going to shut your ass down. And we're going to keep standing till we can't stand no more. Because we have the power in our dollar. And U Street is the corridor where a lot of people come and shop. And she ask not just black people, but all people who stand for humanity and justice to boycott Andpizza. And all other Andpizzas are in agreement with this. And so today, we say not in D.C.
Not in D.C.
Not in D.C.
Not in D.C.
And to those who are very affected all over social media, all over the world, not just in D.C., we ask that you put up a post about what Marion Berry meant to you and what he represented to you in your life. Because as a council member all day, I get those stories all day long, not just from black people, from all people, all over the city, all over the nation. And so he stood for us, so it's time for us to stand for him. Not in D.C.
Not in D.C.
One more time, y'all.
Not in D.C.
One more time.
Not in D.C.
So I want to make it clear, when we come here at this spot at 7 p.m. on Friday, it's not just to protest, y'all. It's to sign people up to mobilize.
That's right.
Because this has to be ongoing.
That's right.
So we need at least 1,000 people out here. So what we're asking everybody to do
We want to shut all
is
these
to
stores.
bring more people with you the next time. Spread it on social media, all right? Tell the young people, tell the old people, tell the black people, tell the white people, tell the Asian people that we gotta come in solidarity to shut him down. And the way we do that is by organizing, because we're gonna hit all the stores.
That's right.
Friday's just gonna be here.
That's right.
But when we get our number, we can be everywhere, all right? That way it doesn't pull on no one group or one person. We united as one city, y'all. And he has to atone, as Brother Antone would say, or as we said at the Million Man March, for his sins,
That's right.
or we will continue to shut him down.
That's right. Not in D.C.
Next, we bring up Brother Easy Street, another brother who's doing a lot of great things in our community.
Good morning. How y'all doing? Pleasure to be here. I'm not going to reiterate what has been said by our brothers and sisters who have spoke. I'm going to speak from an angle of what brought us here. Before I do that, I'm going to say, not in D.C.
Not in D.C.
Not in D.C.
Not in D.C.
Mr. Mike Burns, a storm is coming. A storm you're not ready for. You done messed with the wrong ones this time, all right? I don't know what you were doing in Texas. I don't know what you were doing in Arizona. But this ain't Texas. This ain't Texas, bro. Exactly. How did we get here? So yesterday morning, I received a text. Ronald Moulton received a text. Reverend Tony Lee received a text as well. When we saw this ad come out, it was from a representative from Cora Masters Berry. She shared with us this, that she was not going to talk to the press about this issue because she did not want to detract away from the upcoming election. And I believe in my heart, that's what this is really all about. So I want to encourage everybody, especially in the great state of Maryland, early vote tomorrow morning. Follow through in November. We have to make sure we got balance in these messages. Yes, this is about the trash pizza place that's behind us, and the pizza is trash. I've only tasted it one time. That's why I stay at Mama's in Southeast. For real. That pizza is trash. So we here. She wanted us to speak and let us handle this. So we gonna handle this. And we gonna stand on business. This morning, I was moved to write a letter to our dear Queen Mother, Cora Masters Berry. I want to thank you for all your known and unknown sacrifices you have made and endured through this fire. Our sister has been through a lot, y'all. A whole lot. Strong black women like you have been the backbone of our community from the beginning of time, and I wanted to let you know that myself and many of us cherish you for who you are, what you mean to us, and the strength you have shown through the many trials and tribulations that you have experienced. I'm gonna need y'all to get with me on this part, okay? Chris Berry, Ashe.
Ashe.
Chris Berry, Ashe.
Ashe.
Mayor for life, Marion Berry, Ashe.
Ashe.
Marion Berry, Mayor for life, Ashe.
Ashe.
Never forgotten. Core Masters Berry, you are loved, you are safe, you are protected, and you are appreciated. Last, I'd like to say this, Core Masters Berry, thank you for your wisdom and your trust in allowing us to handle this current situation regarding our dearly beloved
Black owned.
Got the black on pieces. Our dearly beloved Mayor for Life, Marion Berry. Just like you stood up in support of him, we stand next to you now. You have done enough. Your prayers regarding to this issue are enough. We got you. I'm going to close with this, okay? Today is just the beginning. Just like you saw the firestorm down the street from here, from this brother and many others with the Don't Mute DC, we're going to make it 10 times larger. It's happening, and this is day one. This is just day one. Not in DC.
Not in DC.
Not in DC.
So, this next young brother and sister who I'm about to bring up here, if we don't bring our young people in, we're not doing nothing. If we're not utilizing their voice and their power, we will never win. So, I bring up first, who wanna come first? Lil Chris. He calls himself Big Chris now. I'm gonna call him Lil Chris forever. Go Chris. Lil Chris. Go Chris. From T.O.B. This brother is one of the main reasons why the whole Don't Mute DC movement started. He came in the streets when nobody wanted to come, when nobody thought it was cool, right? So, and he's always been with us in addressing drugs. We did actually, was it about 8 years ago? We did a video, because we had an epidemic with K2 in the city. And we were doing videos with Check It and Department of Employment Services addressing the drug addiction. And then this guy comes and makes fun of it, right? So, I'm gonna let him speak. I think we're gonna have to bring out the vehicles.
Yeah, mobilize.
And activate this place again, right? How many of y'all think we need to activate again? Y'all think we need to activate? Activate! Agitate! Eliminate! All right, I think I'm rhyming now. Little Kendrick Lamar, y'all. Because they not like us. They not like us. Okay, so I'm gonna bring them up now. Oh, and this pizza from today's pizza is... She got it. I'm gonna keep on eating.
How's everyone doing today? All right, we've been doing call and response, so we're gonna keep up with that. When I say mayor, y'all say for life. Mayor. For life. Mayor. For life. When I say mayor, y'all say for life. Mayor. For life. Mayor. For life. Thank you so much. Good morning. My name is Jata. I am a go-go and R&B artist from right here in DC, Southeast Washington, DC, to be specific. I go by the voice of the city, but prior to me becoming the voice of the city, I started off as the youth mayor of Washington, DC, through the Marion Berry's Youth Leadership Institute. Being an alumnus of Marion Berry's Youth Leadership Institute is everything, to say the very, very least. There is a sense of pride and belonging that comes with saying that you are from the Marion Berry's Youth Leadership Institute. And the Institute is just one of many programs that Marion Berry implemented in this city that we love and call home. Marion Berry always allowed a space for his youth to not just be seen, but to also be heard. That is why I am able to stand right here in front of you all and speak on his behalf. Marion Berry always fought for young people because he understood the importance of building the youth up for our future, because the youth are our future. Yeah. Amen. I was one of the youth that were very fortunate enough to be able to meet our mayor for life, Marion Berry, prior to his passing, and I am so grateful to be able to have done that. Marion Berry's impact on our city goes further than most will ever know or understand. Not only did he create the Marion Berry's Youth Leadership Institute and the Marion Berry Summer Youth Employment Program, which for many of us as Native Washingtonians gave us the opportunity of getting our first job at the ripe age of 14 years old. But he also created PG County, which is the wealthiest African American county in the world, not just the country, but the world. Marion Berry did that. We don't call him the mayor for life just because we like him, just because he talked cool, just because he had a little swag. No, we call him our mayor for life because he put that work in. Because every time he stepped outside, he fought for his people, and more specifically for his youth, because he understood that when the youth grow up, they will become the adults that are in policy, that are in positions of power, creating policies. So, I say that to say, when we support Andpizza to desecrate on his legacy by insinuating and promoting drug use for the fun, because that's what the owner said. I'm not going to say that man's name because it's not coming out of my mouth. But to promote and insinuate drug use for the fun of media promotion is a slap in the face to not just Marion Berry. It is also a slap in the face to Cora Mastersberry, his wife, who continues to fight for DC and the youth of DC every single day. It is a slap in the face to Native Washingtonians who have been impacted by Marion Berry, and it is a slap in the face to the DMV as a whole because he created what is the DMV today. By continuing to support and promote Andpizza, you are saying to people everywhere, to gentrifiers everywhere, to anyone that is not from DC, that it is okay to disrespect DC. You are saying that it is okay to disrespect our elders, and it is okay to disrespect our government leaders like Trayon, like Ron, like Marion Berry, like Cora Mastersberry, who continue to step out in these streets and do the hard work, do the rough work, because everybody don't do that. So I will say, again, my name is Jata. I don't play about my mayor for life. And we will no longer support Andpizza. I don't care about a knot. I don't care about nothing. No. That's Andpizza. I'm not supporting Andpizza. This right here is today's pizza. It is black owned. This is the delicious. He is a DC native. This is the salmon and shrimp pizza. Y'all go get it. They have a whole bunch of different options. Oxtail pizza. Every kind of pizza you can have and you can buy.
Got a lot of soul to it.
Go vegetarian pizza.
I'm sorry, everybody.
Vegan pizza.
Vegan pizza, vegetarian, amen. Okay, everything you need. Go to Today's Pizza. There are mamas in Southeast. There are so many other options that we can go to. Again, for media promotion to say that something like drug abuse and drug use is fun is disrespectful and disgusting. And to the owner, we coming for you, baby. You already knew that, though. Amen. Amen. Love you.
So for y'all who don't know, when we did the Don't Mute DC movement, she was the young lady who started the song off with that sultry, silky voice, right? Churchy voice, saying "Don't mute me," right? And the guy who I said, the young guy who's coming up now, she plays with him a lot in the streets, and I got a feeling y'all gonna be here this Friday. I just got a feeling y'all gonna be pulling up on somebody's float.
And they perform tonight in Southeast.
Huh?
And they perform tonight in Southeast.
And they perform tonight in Southeast and Sycamore Note. Yeah. But I got a feeling that this Friday we gonna be pulling up, y'all, to make a lot of noise down here, all right? And educate a lot of people. But without further ado, go Chris from the Takeover Band and Show, because we gonna take over Andpizza.
How everybody doing today? I'm Go Chris, Go philanthropist, actor, singer, musician, and I'm the lead man for TOB Go Band, right? And there's 4 things that Native Washingtonians, should I say, that we don't play about. We don't play about crabs. We don't play about our chicken wings and mumbo sauce, go music, and we don't play about Marion Berry. So I'm saying, no, I'm gonna keep it short and simple. Andpizza, we on y'all ass, man. And I'm gonna tell y'all, just like this, all the people that post on social media, we need y'all out here. We need all the brothers from Northeast, Northwest, Southeast, Southwest. Don't support Andpizza. It's power in the people. I'm gonna keep it short and simple. They're not gonna play with our men for life.
What time is it? All right. We gonna close up? Oh Lord. Oh. Hello. We're gonna bring up 2 more people before we close out and give divine orders. This brother came all the way down from Baltimore. Come on up, brother. He came you heard us on the radio, and he came all the way from Baltimore this morning for Marion Berry.
First, Marion Berry was my mentor. I'm the only person in America that has headed up 3 of the civil rights organizations in one community. I was president of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference in Baltimore. I was president of the NAACP in Baltimore, and I was the #1 branch in the country out of 1,500. I was also president of the National Action Network for Al Sharpton. I got called today that said, Doc Cheatham, you must come to Baltimore so we can bring Maryland and DC here on Friday. 29 years ago, I was here every day from July until October the 15th. Anybody know what October the 15th is? The Million Man March. I headquartered the Million Man March. I was the one that was there every day. The largest march that Washington has ever had. Who was strongly supportive of it? Marion Berry. Everything I know in civil rights, I learned from Marion Berry. So my charge from Baltimore was to come back to TV stations and radio stations tonight. We're gonna bring you a couple hundred just from Baltimore. That's all I gotta say.
So, Brother Cosby gonna come up for 2 minutes, and I'm gonna give marching orders, and the sister gonna close us out with a poem on gentrification.
How's everyone doing? My name is Cohen Cosby. I am a 2-generation DC native business owner, and I had the opportunity to meet Marion Berry as a youth. You know, I heard all the stories, I heard all of the things in the news, but when I met him as a man, I understood his historical impact. I also had the opportunity to work with the Marion Berry Foundation. So I had to dig much, much deeper into his history, into his background. So I think that's how I'm gonna calcify this moment, bring everybody together, because they share his history, they share the information. But what a lot of individuals don't understand, it's a man like Marion Berry who is a cultural icon, a leader in our city, a leader in this country, from civil rights all the way up until you see the seeds of his work right now in the youth behind me. There's an effort in this country to erase this type of history, to discredit this type of leader, to push this information off of the map. The people are trying to recreate what has already happened. Allowing a business like Andpizza to come in and disrespect Marion Berry's legacy is just an akin to everything that's going on in this country right now, where they're disrespecting our sacred places, our sacred spaces, and our sacred people. Marion Berry is a sacred person in this city. We are walking on sacred ground on U Street because of him. This business had the opportunity to take an example from a business right across the street. The Ali's across the street is an example of a business that is an anchor of the community, that gives back to the community, that shows love, that puts the people on the wall. You can look behind you and see them paying homage. They were right across the street. They had the opportunity to follow that example, but they chose to disrespect, to marginalize, to use a method, especially you dealing with crack cocaine or cocaine in this city that has ravaged this city. There is no cultural awareness, no cultural understanding, and those type of businesses do not belong in our community. So I implore everybody to come out this weekend. Make sure you're following Don't UDC. Make sure you're following all of these organizations so we can mobilize, because it's all about mobilization and education, because we're going to educate you guys on Marion Berry's legacy and men like Marion Berry and women like Marion Berry, that history needs to be preserved, their legacy needs to be preserved. Thank you.
Not in D.C. Not in D.C. Not in D.C.
Not in D.C.
I can hear y'all. Not in D.C.
Not in D.C.
All right. So, what are the marching orders, y'all? Friday at what time?
7 p.m.
Friday at what time?
7 p.m.
All right. What are we going to do?
Shut them down.
What are we going to do?
Shut them down.
What are we going to do?
Shut them down.
I'm going to say it one more time because I want him to hear it. I want our brothers and sisters inside to know that we're going to pay your salary Friday and Saturday. You only have to come to work. Matter of fact, we can help you get another job. Look, he can let his people come. He can let the people who on the mall January the 6th come and work in there. Y'all hear what I'm saying? We don't have to work, and there's plenty of jobs in D.C., and we're guaranteeing you we will find you one. You don't have to work for this. I'm not going to call him out his name because God has told me to do better.
Just say racist.
Well, I can say racist. I can say racist. So we're going to bring the young lady up who asked me, because I believe in power of the young, the next generation. She wants to present a poem on gentrification. And then after we do that, we'll see you Friday. We want to close out in prayer with Reverend Tony Lee. All together.